Hi, my name is Stacy Zolkowski, and I'm here to share a success tip. So at the first class, the very beginning of my first class, I always ask my students various questions. Some of the questions deal with academics. So for example, what are your expectations of the course? What is your knowledge of the content? What are things that you might like to learn from the course? So that's all dealing with the academic side. But for me, I think about dealing with the whole student. And so in order to support the student academically, I need to go, dig a little deeper. And so I ask them, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your level of stress? And on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your support system like? And I get a range of answers, from some students just writing a number to some students writing a number and then also giving an explanation. So for students that, for example, in the stress area, for students that are already experiencing high levels of stress, I need to check in with those students not only at the beginning of the semester, but as the semester goes on. Because at the beginning of the semester, if you're already at a 10, then that to me is a 911 student. How can I help? What can I do to support you? And some students might say, level 10, I suffer anxiety, or 1 now, but I know as the semester goes on, it'll get, that my stress level will increase. On the support system side, some students will say, I've got a great support system, but then I have students that will tell me I have zero support, or I'm a single mom, or I have to work several jobs. And so for those students, there might be resources that the university offers that I can make sure the student knows about so that I can support them. Because my thought process is, if students are feeling overly stressed or they have a lack of support, they're not going to be successful academically in my class or in any class. And so if I can do anything to support that student and reassure that student, then I will, because in my experience, when I have done that, the student has been much more successful. The last question I ask is based off of a book that was written by a teacher where she asked her students, I wish my teacher knew. And so I started doing that in my classes as well, and I asked the question, I wish my professor knew. And I get all sorts of answers from, I am excited about this class, or I'm nervous about the semester, or, I'm pregnant, and anything and everything in between. So it's a great way for me to get to know the whole student. And my biggest thing is, in order for my students to be successful, I need to make sure that I'm supporting the whole student. So how can I help my students? How can I help them be successful? That's my tip.